So yeah. What's up, broski? How you doing?
Chilling, broski. It's popping, fam.
You know, same shit, working.
Here, fam. Here, you know, trying to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah, how many podcasts have you done in your life?
Fam, it's my first one, fam, to be honest. It's my first one still. Didn't do nothing. Can I think of it? Nah. A couple concerts, no podcast still.
Oh, so you done performances?
Performances and shit. I done like, what's like 2, 3 now?
Yeah.
So, you know, trying to just keep the shit going, you know, trying to show a little personality. You know what I'm saying?
When did you start doing those?
Fam, my first concert, fam, I'm trying to think when the first concert was. Damn, this probably was Humble You. So that was years ago, fam. Probably like going on 5, 6 years ago, fam. My first concert, I did like a Laughing Buddha.
Oh, say what?
Smiling Buddha? I think it's Smiling Buddha. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Like, I did it over there. It was like a little concert. It's just my first ever drop. I went over there, did a concert and shit.
Say word.
It was lit, you know? And I kept that shit going after that. And I did something at the Drake Hotel with my bro, you know? With Montega and shit. And then we did something, we got something popping. Had that shit jumping, you know? So
Montega's your boy, eh?
That's my brother still. That's my blood brother for real, you know?
Get it off. Yeah. There we go. We're good. Yeah, Montega's your boy, eh?
Yeah. We get shit and we just be making music and just, you know, trying to create, you know, like a different sound for the city, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You guys have fucking bare songs together, right?
We just, you know, it's organic too. We just, you know, whatever we kind of come up with, get to the studio, just trying to just bounce off each other. So.
Is he like your friend from like before the music?
Yeah, before we used to hoop and shit. So we used to play basketball. Everything is basketball related.
You're nice, right?
I'm kind of shit now, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, broski, I was Gucci. I was nice still. I was nice. Like, you know, like niggas in the city know, you know? They know I could. For sure. I was like, you know?
Yeah.
I was one of those still.
How tall are you?
Like 6'4", fam.
6'4"?
6'4", bro.
You seem like you're like 6'8", bro.
6'8", eh? I used to move like that in the court still. I used to move like I was 6'8". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when did you? So you were what happened with ball? So like
honestly, like injuries and shit. You know what's happened? You know, fell in love with it. I used to be like a super hooper. Like I thought I was going to the league at the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I was like, up there with that. Like if it was now, I'm going to the league. So, Like you know, like the times, all the shit now. But it's how it goes. Kept getting injured, and I was like, you know what? I lost. Kind of fell out of love still.
What injury? What happened?
Like MCL, ACL.
Oh, fuck.
All that weird shit with my knee.
Bad surgery?
Bad. Like, I didn't take any surgery. I just kind of kept tweaking them, you know, groin injuries and hamstring, because I was like a jumper, you know?
Yeah.
Dunking on kids and shit. Like, I'm really shutting down gyms and that shit.
Yo, that's one thing, man. Like, these players, like, you have to, like, form your game into not getting injured, bro. There's a lot of guys that are so talented, like Derrick Rose and fucking... Greg Oden, all these guys that are, and then they get to the NBA because their game
Brandon
is like
Roy, all those guys.
Yeah, but Brandon Roy, that's a good one. Like a lot of guys, and then they have that game that's just susceptible to injury. You know what I mean? They get hurt, like you know. I don't know.
Real shit, fam. So you just see like kind of just longevity with the shit. You know, your body kind of wear and tears breaks down on you. You know what I'm saying? So you try to just fuck with basketball. Like you gotta just keep your body right, yo. Because after a while you break down. You know.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of these kids. They're doing crazy shit, but you know.
Yeah.
Starting to hit like 25, 30, that's when your shit started really like getting to you know what I'm saying? So gotta make sure this shit's straight, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, fam.
So how old are you, bro?
I'm 28, fam.
28.
Yeah, just turned 28 the other day still.
And when did you start making music?
We've been making music still, like honestly, like to the world and shit. Probably like the last 5, 6 years, but me and
were you a little baby Greez running around making songs?
Not me and my blood brother Bell, you know?
Okay.
My blood brother right here, and we've been going in his basement. We used to make fucking songs on. So he introduced me like to like loving music, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for bro, I wouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? 2009, yeah. Started doing it together, like 2009 and shit. Like, you know, everybody in the ends used to come and just take our shit, you know? He'll make the shit. He's the only nigga in the ends that was really doing the shit, recording niggas. So like, he really brought us together, you know? So
say a word.
Yeah, that's why.
So you kind of influenced him to rap and shit a little bit, in a way.
I had the mic and shit. I had the, you know, I always had the studio set up since I can remember. So
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So wait, you said I just shot your first video.
Yeah.
So what happened during that fucking time, bro? Not once you're like, yo, you reached out to a video guy?
Bro is the one that started before us. We just, you know, like he's still like, he's just there kind of like warming up the vault.
Yeah.
He has a vault. It's fully
your
loaded.
music's good, bro.
Love,
both you guys are really good.
Love, you know?
Your style's like, I don't know, bro. It's like, when I look at you, I think you're...
I think I'm rapping.
Yeah,
everybody tells me that shit. Like,
bars and you're like Conway the Machine, you're about to tear somebody's face off.
Everybody always tells me that shit. Then I started singing. All the time, like, yo, niggas like, yo, I thought you look like a Philly nigga with a beard. And I'm like, yeah.
You're from Philly,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. But then you come over, like, you start singing and shit. Like,
you could be Meek Mill's uncle.
You know what I'm saying, fam? Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, bro. No, it's like, so then I started listening to your music and I was like impressed by like, not only like, because we were talking before, man. It's like the way the music's going in Toronto, it's all like violence related and this and bullshit that. And then you're out here making like quality, good substance songs.
Love,
like,
fam.
You know what I mean?
Like, love.
Like, where does that come from?
Fam, I feel like I've always been able to articulate myself, you know? So, like, I just feel like music is expression, right? So, like, if I'm expressing myself, I feel like there's different ways to express. And I'm really from the hood, you know? So, I seen everybody around me doing certain stuff. And I'm like, yo, what's my own sauce? Like, you know? It took me a while to figure it out. Even when, like, me and my dogs would be in the basement and they're rapping. I always want to do melodies. Like, it was weird. Like, I'm like, fam, let me sing in the hook. And I'm like, I couldn't really sing like that before. But I'm like, let me just be melodic. Let me do doubles, layers. And then broski like, yo, I just love to do it, you know? I just want to hop in a hook. I'm like, fam, I don't want to rap, broski. I just want to hook. And I just learned how to develop that from young. And then, now it is what it is now today, you know? Yeah, fam. So,
is there any, like artists you listen to that kind of influence, like you like stole from them a little bit?
It's crazy. Like, when I first started, like, Max B. Like, Max B is like a big of all, like, just the way he plays with melodies and him not singing, but he's singing. So, like, a lot of different artists. Like, I like the Boogies. Like, everybody different, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like all these little melodic artists, even from, like, you know, like, even from people of substance, like Hove and shit, you know? So, like, I still, like, take stuff from each people, like, just trying to just figure out what your sauce is, because, like, I always wanted to go on a track different. I'm like, oh, this guy's rapping. I'm like, bro, how do I sound different? I already sound type different. So trying to get my own little intricate type of vibe on it, you know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys don't even think about that, bro. They just want to go in there and just fucking
do bullshit.
Just do some bullshit, diss their ops, and, you know, do the crazy shit, you know, like we were talking about, right? It's like, so I don't, like, when you do music, like we were talking about before, it's like, it's an art. It's a way to express yourself, right? So when you're devoting all this energy into just hate and anger and fucking...
You manifest that shit.
Bro, you manifest it. That's the energy you're going to get back, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I don't get the whole Toronto thing. Like, you can still have problems and be in your hood and whatever to make your money, bro. But you don't have to, like, the art you make doesn't have to be directly at somebody.
100%,
you know what I'm
bro,
saying?
100%.
Like, you can fucking make it about the trials and tribulations you've gone through.
It's ways to, like, a lot of people, like, you have to look at it like they just don't know how to articulate themselves or to express themselves in that way, you know? So, like, some of these guys only know, like, yo, I'm going to talk about this guy, yada, 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 you know? So, like, they don't know different ways to, like, kind of see the music from a different direction, you know? So, sometimes I don't blame them. Sometimes I'm like, yo, it takes you to be, like, ignorant enough on another way, because there's different ways, yo. Because, like, we all have lost loved ones, you know. So like, just to be talking about certain shit don't even make sense, you know.
Yeah, bro. I feel like it's a lot of it is like the hip hop community, right? Like whenever people, you know, Biggie and Tupac, it's been a thing for years, right? But what they would do is it was a sport. Like it's like obviously it's gotten more like, you know, in recent years and shit. But for the most part, bro, it's a sport. Like, you know, like these guys are doing it for competition, right? So, like, when you see, it's not for sport no more, bro.
Nah, fam, it's not. It's different.
Man, it's not. Like,
it's a whole different ball game now. Like people are doing it not for, like, the art of the game, you know? Like, just, like doing it because, like, they love this shit. They're doing it because, like, it's a quick come up or trying to go. So, like, a lot of people really love this shit. You can hear some person attacks it. Like, yo, yo, that guy loves this shit. Like, you can hear from certain artists, even in the city, like, yo, this guy loves this shit. Like, you can hear how he attacks it. Like, they look at this from a different, even from their catalogs, like, yo, this guy actually been getting better. So that's how you know you love the game.
That's a good example of that, Northside Benji.
Yeah, fact.
Because he's a guy who, like, studies bridges and musical theory and what sounds good and it, like when a beat drop comes in like that all is like scientific. It's like you know what I mean, like you have to know what the ear likes, you know what I mean?
There's no pocket control, there's no how to even attack a beat, there's no like when to say certain shit, certain ad-libs, like even hearing like he's probably the hardest in the city at doing it, to be honest.
Definitely 100%. He's definitely like I feel like not to compare you guys, but you're very, like, on that wave. You're very melodic and different.
Yeah, different.
You
100%.
layer your voice. Like, you do a lot of that, right?
I try to play with it 100%. I try to, like, you know, just attack the shit a little differently than everybody else. Like, even if you don't understand it, you're going to understand it soon, you know?
True.
So, it's one of those ones, like,
Yeah.
You know, so I'll tell everybody, we're coming. Like, you know, like, it's been a while. We just kind of building it. And, like, I was kind of quiet before. But, like, now, like, when you know you have the sauce, you just got to throw the sauce in the city. You know what I'm saying, fam? Real shit.
Amazing. So here, let's the good little intro. So I got Greez, and introduce yourself.
J Bell.
Bell.
Come on.
So
best
thanks guys.
In the city, man.
Having me, you know?
Come on.
Macadelic.
Come on.
Yeah, man. So I've been fucking with you guys for a while. You know, 100%. I fuck with
100%. We appreciate that, fam. 100%. You're a legend in this. You know what I'm saying? Bro. So you've been pioneer, bro. Fam. Come on, Brisky. You know what I'm
just some little idiot, bro.
Come on, fam. You've been pushing. Everybody sees what's going on over here with you, fam. And happy that, man, I could be a part of it, you know?
No, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So, tell me about where you're from.
Well, I'm from, everybody knows, I think my neighborhood speaks for itself, right? From, like, Galloway Road, you know what I'm saying? G-Way, everybody knows where I'm from type shit. So, like, from a little, like, part inside of it type shit, 185. It's a little complex, kind of like, from over there. And it's different, like, everybody knows, I guess my neighborhood speaks for itself type shit. I'm born and raised there, know everybody from the convenience man to the people in the barbershop over there, So, like, but, like, a real, like, like, hood baby, Like, not really part of nothing crazy, just really just trying to do my thing and make the music. But, it's, I have love for everybody from every little section, So, it's a real, like, hood baby stuff, for real. Like, yeah.
Galloway is, when your average listener in Toronto, Gina Finch and Galloway are the two biggest brand names when I think about it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, as soon as you're from Galloway, you have this, like, label.
Yeah, 100%. If you're going to school certain places, like I was going to school DT, and I'm from the Way, so, like, everybody knows, like, okay, he's from the Way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you already know certain people. Like,
the Way is, like,
Galloway, so, like, oh, he's from the Way? Okay. Like, people already know that. Like, it's kind of like a label on you. Like, they already expected something. Yeah, that's the kid from the Way. They would say, like, oh, yeah, we know him. He's a hooper from the Way. I used to hoop and shit. Like, he's from the hood. Like, even, like, going to different schools was kind of like, oh, that label's on you. But, like, you're just kind of used to it after a while, because, like, you're right. Gina Finch, and they have their own, you know what I'm saying? Like, labels, like, region, all those places, like, everybody, like, those are, like, staple places in the city that people know, like, okay, we know our neighborhood,
Yeah. So, like, being from there, you think that you would have gotten what happened to you?
All right.
If you're from Galloway?
Anywhere else?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, to think about it, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you can't. Everything's written, right? So, like, if it's shit's supposed to happen to you, it's supposed to happen to you. So, it's supposed to, like, any scars I got them is warranted.
Yeah.
I kind of look at it like, I'm here to talk about it, and my story is supposed to push for somebody else, So,
yeah, for sure.
I'm just looking at it from a different angle. That could be, I'm like, you know what? Fuck, like, we're going to push with this shit. Success makes niggas mad, So, like, it's like, make ourselves keep going, Just got to be successful, right?
Telling you that's the one. So, yo, you were telling me, we just linked up. I met you before at random shoots.
Random shoots, You
know what I mean? We've known each other a little bit, know? And then when we linked up last week or whatever, you were telling me a little bit about what happened to you.
Yeah.
And I was blown away, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I was literally, my jaw dropped. I was like, holy fuck, because, I know some people, some of my close friends have gotten shot, or, And
it's crazy, right?
Some of the stories I hear, man, it's like, fuck. Yeah, like, these guys in World War II didn't go through that, man.
Right, crazy situations.
Like,
crazy
situations. Do you mind just elaborating a little bit?
Not too much like shit. Like,
you don't have to explain, but too much.
Yeah, just like, being in the situation and the environment that you're in. Like, situations kind of happen. So, like, just happen to be wrong place, wrong time. And then after, just something happened to me. Like, I was in the hospital for like a year and shit. Year and a half. Had a bag and shit. But, like, we here, though. So, like, I can't even get mad with the whole situation. Like, we here. So, like, I could take strength from the situation. I could be weak and just, like, think, like, oh, fuck that shit. Now I'm like, in a bad mood. I'm depressed. But, like, now, like, if I have those scars, I can still win, So,
fucking
come on, brother.
Broski, that's crazy,
fam,
dude.
You can still win, fam. Trust me.
So, did you, like, were you walking on the road and
just minding
your business?
Minding my business, minding my business, and I just wanted to go, like, record and shit. So I just happened to, like, kind of just being around place around time. I was minding my business type shit. I think I just came back from the gym and shit, though. Like, So I came back
because you were really on your basketball.
I was like, still, like, I kind of stopped hooping, but I was still, like, working out heavy.
Do you think, like, because you're just, like, big guy, stand out a little bit, you look like a rapper.
A rapper, 100%.
Do you think that might have caused something?
Could have been something, but honestly, I can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because the way these guys, bro, like, we were talking about this before, bro. Fucking pisses me off, bro. Like, the mentality of these kids. Like, it's like, bro, why don't you, instead of doing that and putting it on somebody else, why don't you manifest that energy and go do something positive for yourself to help your fucking family? You know what I'm saying?
Directed energy is like a big thing. Like, you can hold that energy and ball it up and push that shit in a different direction. You know
Definitely. Because you could have been like, fucking changed your mindset and gone like demon time.
Nah. But instead, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to just rise above everything. Like, me and bro, like, we have a lot of lost friends, So we have a lot of friends. We have a lot of fallen ones and shit that we're going to, like, grave sites and shit all the time, like, paying our respects to people. So I don't know, you know? It makes no sense to go do that. And you know how this shit costs. Like, I feel like I'm a real trench baby, you know? Like, I'm not nobody crazy or I'm not gonna sit here and talk street nigga, nothing like that. But Definitely. At the same time, like, I'm a real war baby. And Broski says it the right way. Like, you know? Like, we're just from where we're from and we just kind of like throw a different picture, you know? Of the hood. We could do it a different way. We can still rap and sing and talk what we're talking, but still like talking in a different way, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, fam. Real time.
So when that happened to you, how many times did you get hit?
I got hit twice.
2 times?
Twice. Still make it through my hips and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, twice. I'm still here. You know, we still pushing.
And how how long was the recovery? You said like a year and a half?
Like a year and a half. I think a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer, but a year and a half. I was on bed rest for like, fam, like how much, fam? Like 9 months?
Wow.
I know, I was in and out, you know? Like, my mom would come check me, see if I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, in and out, but fuck.
How old were you when that happened?
Shit, fam, what was that? Fam, what year was that? I was like, what was that? 2019, yeah, I think 2019.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, like
2019 seems like
fucking yesterday. So to me, like, fuck, feels like, you know, it's yesterday still. 2019, yeah, but we still here pushing, you know? 2019, that shit happened still.
Wow, bro, that's
I'm saying? We
fucking
just,
nuts.
It's crazy. I used to be in, like, the hospital. Like, I had, like, four surgeries. Since then, like, I've been in the hospital with my voice now. Like, I remember when I first got in there, I'm like, yo, bro, I need to do something with this, you know? Like, this music shit. I'm like, I love this shit and I've been pushing, but I don't know how direction. So I'm just there, like, rapping different voice notes, you know, like, singing melodic. I'm hurt, but I can't really project my shit, but I'm in there recording this shit, you know? Like,
Definitely.
I'm like, yo, bro, I have to this shit has to work. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, and I'm saying, like, that's my purpose. It's my purpose. So I was in there. Every surgery, I have, like, voice notes of, like, shit I'm trying to do. Like, I'm talking to my engineer.
Bring back the memory?
Yeah, I remember, like, I had chills. I'm in that little gown and that blue gown and shit. I'm bleeding and shit, like, through my shit, but I'm like, yo, fuck it. Let me just sing this melody. I have this melody in my head. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. When I go record this when I'm blessed, I don't even know if I'm going to be blessed, but when I'm blessed, I'm going to go in there and go crazy, you know?
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, fam. So I remember that shit.
Holy shit, bro. So I feel like a lot of artists, man, when that happens to them, and they're doing some like, not saying you're like, because you know you're kind of like a different thing. You're a baller, you know, and guys like
see out the way and shit.
Yeah, it's weird, you know what I mean? But like that's like when you go through something like that and you live, it's like a sign that you're 100%. Here for a bigger purpose. 100%. You know what I mean? Like if you were to die that day, you were meant to die that day, 100%. And that was your whole legacy, right? Yeah, 100%. But now you're meant for something.
Something bigger. You can feel it. You can feel it though. You can feel it. Sometimes you know, like even like when shit's not even like panning out how it's supposed to pan out, you're like, yo, bro, I'm here for something crazy. You can feel it, like every song, like, yo, I'm getting there, I'm touching it bit by bit, you know? And every, like, yo, certain people you're meeting, you're like, yo, bro, it's just, you're getting, you know? I always say this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I always say this shit's like, I tell bros, like a relay, like pass the baton. Like some of my bros that are doing whatever they're doing with the music, they're kind of like building their way back up, you know? Yeah, pass the baton, you know? Like they're gonna hit me with the baton and I'm ready to go because my vault's fully loaded, you know? So, type shit. So trying to just keep going and just trying to just be positive with this shit, you know?
Yeah, man. No, I know. That's wild, bro, that you even went through that, man, at such a young age and everything. You know what I mean?
Trust
me. That's nobody should go through that, you know? It's like, and yo, the wildest thing, bro, is I started to try, like, I never traveled my whole life, right? Like, I was pretty fucking sheltered. I went through a bunch of shit when I was younger, right? And when I started to travel and fucking experience Canada and go a little places, Toronto is so different from everywhere, bro. Yeah. Like, I went to Newfoundland, and, like, you don't have that sense of, like...
Feeling like you're gonna die and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That feeling of, like, hate. Yeah. Like, there's not, like, everybody's out to, like, look at you weird, and, like, it's just a different environment, man. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Toronto's just... so negative. And like, yo, Keep Six even posted the other day. Yeah, he's like, you know, there's like a shift now.
He feels it, 100%.
Yeah, man.
Keep Six a real nigga still. Like, I've been reaching out to him. Like, he's bro. Like, you know, even like posting my shit. Like, he knows there's a shift. He can feel it. Like, the real is about to really come out. Like, artists like that are really trying to push something of substance. Like, I'm not saying there's not substance going on because all these guys is hard, you know? But at the same time, it's like, the real, it's about to be like a super like domino effect on this shit. So I feel it, you know? You just gotta just be ready when the time hits, you know?
It's like, what I've realized is history repeats itself, right? So in 2005 to like 2008, Toronto had a wave, right?
Yeah.
There was like Chaos.
Yeah.
Cardinal Fish.
Yeah, all those guys, all the legends.
That was a different wave. I was too young for that.
Yeah, trust me, I was young
like
too, man.
10, 13, you know, moseying around, listening to that shit. Anyways, then it had another lull, right?
Yeah.
And then it picked up again in 2015, 2014, and then that had that big renaissance kind of like resurgence, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like the way that it's happened now, this is that last, because of COVID, right? The last couple of years have been kind of dead, you know?
Yeah.
But now in the next year and a half, because of the, you know, the Rolling Loud, I feel like every artist is just going to go crazy.
Go crazy,
now,
100%.
Another thing, too, is if you've been watching these artists, it's just time, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some of these guys started off 21 and 2017, but now it's been 6 years, bro. So now they're 27, 28.
28, yeah.
It's like, you
old,
can't do this forever,
can't
bro.
Do it.
You got to take it
old,
to the next step now, 100%. Bro.
Like, now it's either now or never.
Now or never, bro.
Yeah.
That's the mentality I have for myself, bro. I'm like, I have to just get it now and just go so fucking hard, bro. And while I'm young and like,
100%.
when I'm old and washed up, fuck, I'll look back and say, hey, look, I gave it a try or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, man, it's just, you just got to like, put your all into it, man, and not even care what anybody says.
Trust me. It's like a blind focus you gotta have with this shit. So like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you see all those horses running races and shit, you know? Like they're not looking at none of them niggas beside them, fam. They're just looking straight, brisky. So like, you gotta have that, because people gonna talk shit regardless, fam.
That's a good way to put it.
They talk shit regardless here, fam. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just know how the city is. Like, our city is a weird city, you know? We hate till we love it. So like, it kind of gives you that grit. So when you get out of here, you don't really give a fuck what these niggas be saying, because they be hating from time. You know what I'm saying? So like, you already know how it goes.
I know. It's so funny, because those guys that were hating at the beginning, when you start to get that, it's so funny how nobody loves you till everybody loves you, right? Shit. So then when everybody fucks with you, now all of a sudden you're like, yo, you're like, yo, where were you, bro?
You know?
First started,
and sometimes you can't even take too much offense to it, you know?
No,
you just know, like, yo, I'm here now. Like,
because I'm sure you did it to other people too, right? Where you saw guys that were like,
he's whatever, and then now you got, I'm like, yo, but now I'm here. Like, when I'm here, you can't really ignore me because I'm here now, you know?
Yeah, man.
So like, that's all. That's the facts, because like, a lot of people gonna hate what they don't understand until they understand it. So type shit. So like, I'm like, yo, honestly, I don't be getting. Usually, I kind of get him sometimes, but like, I know even I talk to bro, and bro, we have a conversation. Like, yo, fam, don't even watch that. You know, we're building towards something. You know, and he says that, I'm like, yo, fam, he's right. Still, like, can't even get mad. Like, I can't sit here and get mad.
You need a guy like that to keep your head on, like,
keep you level-headed.
Every now and then, like, I'm like the mentor for myself. I'm like, when I have those times where I'm like, yo, you know, you burn yourself out. You're in this fucking loop of doing shit all the time, you know, and then every now and then you have this off day, and I have to like fucking pick myself back up, right?
Real shit.
But yeah, it's good to have like a mentor almost, you know.
Yeah, a mentor, just somebody, just, you know, just in your ear, like, you know, it depends, like, you know, it's a good influence, you know, because like, there's a lot of bad influence in a lot of these niggas here, to be honest. Like, niggas, some of these guys do some crazy shit.
Trust
me,
you
know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to wash face, but it's like, yo, be yourself. Like, I'm myself. Like, one time, like, I don't come on the track doing whatever. I'm just myself, yo. Like, I used to try, like, oh no, like, it wasn't me. So like, let me try, like, to do what I know and talk, because everything I talk about that I've been through, I can't talk about if I didn't been through it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and that's how it should be, bro. Like, I mean, you can do songwriting and storytelling, but you know, like, most of it should be from your own, so you're not just fucking some fucking poser guy that just fucking taking all this shit from everybody, right? So, but yeah, I was gonna say, so who's your favorite rapper right now?
Favorite rapper? That's
like,
good.
Who are you bumping right now?
Shit, who am I bumping right now? I'm trying to think of who am I really taking in right now. Favorite rapper. I know if people are talented. I mean, Youngboy is super talented. He's super talented. That's bro's, you know, favorite person too. Who am I thinking of right now too? Who am I bumping on my shit?
That's good.
I don't know. Like, I like a lot of, like, even locals. Like, Bushman's hard too. He's super hard. Like, I want to do something with him because he's super hard still. I was gonna get something with him with bro because he's hard.
Yeah, that song Govey.
Govey's super. Yes, man. I told bro I got a hook for him still. I saw he needs a hook. I'm trying to hop on a lot of hooks in the city, you know? So like, trying to really like kind of cement that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else.
Your songwriting is really good.
Love,
That's something I like noticed about you.
It's crazy. I don't even be writing no more. I used to write. I used to sit ask him. I couldn't even do that.
I'm trying to get him to write.
Yeah, he has to get me to write. I don't be writing.
What does this guy fucking do then?
Freestyle.
Ask him. He'd be right beside me. He'd be right beside me.
Even the
you
February.
freestyle?
Yeah, that's a
really?
February song.
The song we did. That was a freestyle.
I'll be honest. You did that in what?
One take.
20 minutes.
That's 20 minutes, fam.
You freestyling that shit?
Yeah, fam. Once I get the melody first, I can find the pockets. Yeah, it's punches. Like, I hear the first melody, I'm gonna play with it. It's like fishing. Like, when you get the first thing, like, you get the first lar, I know I'm gonna take you. It's like I'm playing with the consumer.
Get him to write.
And yeah, I need to start write. When I first started, I couldn't do nothing but write.
Yeah.
Cause I used to sit down there, I'm like, bro, I can't do nothing until I get all these down and I record.
Right.
But now I kept going.
Now it feels weird writing, right?
Yeah, I started recording at home and shit, and it got like clockwork where I'm just everything's just been. I don't think I wrote in the years.
Say a word.
I tried to, fam. But like I'll write, I'm like, nah, I'm going on this shit different. And I just throw the pen away, fam. Yeah.
It seems like you're a guy that like you structure a song out, bro.
Yeah,
like, you know, like I wouldn't see like someone like you punching in. There's guys in the studio that punch in.
It doesn't sound like it, but
actually, it's a punch. He's there. Minutes. He'll be right beside me, fam. This is not no cap. Like, I'll be like, 20 minutes, I'll get a song like done. Once I get the melody, we're running. Like, I call it like, it's like, I'm gonna say it now, it's like treadmill work. Like I'm on the treadmill, I'm jogging, I'm sprinting. I'm like, when I'm sprinting, we have a song still. You know what I'm saying?
That's
we have a song still. Real shit. When I get in that bag and I feel like I'm floating, I'm going, And bro beside me, like, he be telling me, like, yeah, fam, somebody has to sit down and write. I used to be like that, but like now it's like, bro, I'll write something. I'm like, yo, fuck this. I'm switching the whole song.
Yeah.
So I'll go in the studio with an idea, but like the melody sounds better this way. So like, I'm gonna push it. Because I'm very melodic, right? So like niggas is doing bars, but I'm gonna put bars inside the melodic stuff. Like, if you listen to the shit and you can really decipher through the lyrics, I'm really saying something. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, like, it's just shit. It's just, I tell my bros all the time, like, it's just sauce, It's different. Some sauce. I always sound like I feel like I'm one of the sauciest niggas in the city with the shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You definitely have your own sound.
Yeah, like my own little sound and cadence, and I try to approach it that way,
Yeah.
So, like.
Yeah, because when you look at you think you're a rapper.
Yeah, I be there all the time, fam. I was like, yo,
then you come up with this soft-ass baby voice fucking like, taking my girl and shit, bro. Like, come on.
Come on, fam. I'm trying, You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying, fam. As long as, the ladies like what's going on and shit, we're going to keep going. I'm trying to push to that market. The city niggas don't want to make music they like that. Then your homies going to listen to it too because your girlfriend listening to it, everybody listening to it. Like, everybody's going to be bopping the way to it, fam.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right, bro.
It's a domino effect, broski. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
So, let's go back a little bit. You're from Galloway.
Yeah, from the way.
Obviously, Reps Up is fucking huge.
Yeah,
right?
big time.
Yeah,
all those guys, like Rain and those guys, all those guys, like, all the OGs from the neighborhood, the Chubbs and all those guys, So, like, growing up, I used to see the guys around, even at rec centers and shit, Like, some familiar face, they probably see me around. I used to see them guys around. I was probably too young to be hopping on runs with them, but sometimes when I got older, I was playing with them a little bit. Like, I'll see some of those guys at certain runs, So, like, even some of those guys did like a bridge, like making sure like it's real. Cause we didn't know it was real to do this shit. Like, we used to do music in our basement, bro, and like seeing those guys like go on tour with Drake and shit, like, the legend like that. And it's like, yo, fuck, say word. Like, this is real, man. It's like, we could actually do this. And like, at the time, we're not even taking it serious still, but we still know like those guys are still causing that bridge and that gap for us to get on,
Yeah.
So like, fuck, it's a matter of time with shit because they know like they're looking for the talent. I feel like everybody's searching for the talent right now, like, So just waiting for somebody to be consistent enough to push, right?
For sure.
Yeah,
so why do you think Drake fucked with your group specifically? Like, why do you think so?
Honestly, I think it's probably like a friend. It's probably like on some they
just
met some homie shit, people, like went to high school and shit. This guy's like, oh, something like that. Like kind of interconnected like that, and it's kind of organic. So I think they rock with those guys organically, right? So as I know, like from
it's the same way as I got into any group. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, I fuck with him. He's cool. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're in the same fucking vicinity, and like then you think you're part of their fucking group, right? So yeah, before we were stopping, we were just talking about the Toronto scene and shit. Do you think like, how people drop on Six Buzz like every fucking day?
Yeah.
It's like back in the day though, there was like huge fucking songs.
Songs on there, 100%.
Like there was like songs that went super viral.
Yeah.
Like they probably wanted them on there.
It's kind of getting watered down now a little bit, right? You feel like everybody's just dropping on it, and I feel like Six Buzz is like a fucking big ass platform for all of us, right? So like we definitely need that, but I kind of look at it like, like a lot of people are dropping and like dropping on it. So hard for everybody to keep up, right? Whatever's going on. So I feel like people got to be more selective of what's going on. So like there's a more keen eye on what's going on, right? So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard the rumor that they actually sold to Shaw TV.
For real?
Yeah, crazy. For like millions.
Millions, eh?
Yeah, but that's
crazy.
Just from, studio talks, people talking and shit, right? I don't know how true that is, but it's pretty cool to see that shit, Like, it understands why, like, they don't post all the, dumb...
Crazy shit. Yeah, before they
like the
filtered
gossip dumb
it,
shit, right? Like,
They filtered it. No, I could fuck. Make it about the music and the art. Like, let people get to blowing because your platform's so big, right? So all of it's just for the birds, bro. I shit don't do nothing for nothing,
Yeah,
so, like,
for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Sue's walked in and shit. Who's like I feel like you're like a SoundCloud.
That's all. Come on. That's hard, though. That's hard.
Guy,
that's hard.
That's where I started, like around that time.
Yeah. That's sick.
I fucked with too. I fucked with artists from that era.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It made it look like mad easy. So you're like,
100%.
It looks like you have a label behind you, right?
That's hard. That's hard.
I was gonna say, so do you think that era of being able to just push it out and have it go viral is gonna like come back? Because like it had like a couple of years where it was like really big, and there was guys that were like SoundCloud like gods, because it was like this own like independent distribution thing,
I think it kind of is like TikTok now, in a way. Like
true,
you just like going viral on TikTok, like just little, like
your
little songs on there.
Oh shit. So I feel like he's right still. Like, now it's like TikTok is the alleyway for that, you know? But SoundCloud, they had that whole, like, SoundCloud is still going on still. So I see people still blowing up on SoundCloud. But, like, TikTok is kind of like that alleyway to, like, really push your songs and be your own identity without having, like, these major labels or anybody getting involved and touching what's going on. So if you push on TikTok or even SoundCloud, like, you can really go by yourself, build a fan base. Because a fan base, you have the power. You have a fan base, you don't really need nobody else. Obviously, you need distribution and everything else, but like, if you have a fan base, fam, you do whatever you want, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I rate you on that, broski. Trust me, keep going with that shit stuff.
Yeah.
Real thing, fam.
No, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard to get like different platforms on your wave, you know? Because I was looking at this thing. I've mentioned it in other platform or other podcasts before, but there's certain artists that are big on certain platforms. So like NBA YoungBoy, like he dominates YouTube.
It goes crazy.
Juice WRLD, he dominates SoundCloud. Drake dominates Spotify. There's certain guys that dominate certain platforms, right? So when I tell guys, I'm like, yo, do you drop on this one? They're like, no. And I'm like, yo, you're missing out on an opportunity to like get like
facts. The one that you would blow on.
Exactly, you know what I mean? Like, but then at the same time, you have to fit the mold of that critique, you know, like that like wave, right? So it's like you have to like, I don't know, kind of like work around it, and you know, so there's certain guys like Uzi was big, Juice was big, you know, you have to have like that, like, you know, that
trust me,
I feel like it's the Lil Wayne era that influenced it,
that influence, trust me. And now it's about like those guys were so impactful, right? Like a Juice WRLD, like a Wayne, all those guys are so impactful, like especially a Juice WRLD. And like that whole SoundCloud era, like even the Yachty, like all those guys were so impactful for that shit. So like they started like, yo, I can build my fans from here. Like, I don't need a label type shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously you need labels or distribution deals for certain shit, but like, bro, fam, you push that shit. You have a fan base, and you're in demand, fam. Nobody else is in demand, broski. Other than that, you know.
Real shit. You see lots of guys take those small platforms and blow up with them, like Post Malone.
Post Malone too.
He like started on SoundCloud. Next thing you know, he's the fucking biggest shit ever.
Biggest shit, fam. Icon, right? So he's an icon. So like it's all about like you, like when they come to you, like they know that what you have to offer, like, you know, like not like you're asking them for shit type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I need this. No, I already have this. What do you guys need from me? Like, you know, I'll bring you the people over here. Right?
Yeah.
So like, that's all it is.
Yeah, no, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, so Velo, he's from your hood, right?
Yeah, Velo's hard. I seen him the other day still. I was at this spot, like, you know, I think a remix project, like type shit. They little building the detail. I seen him over there. He's hard. Velo's hard. Like he's super like different and just he goes crazy. Like, you know, it's good that Ends has a whole bunch of talent over there from his Ends Valley and shit. Like, oh, it's still it's all the way, you know? We're all like connected and shit. Still
I was gonna say, like, I feel like he was the next one to blow from like your area.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
He probably still is. Still probably just here plotting and shit. I like don't know too much what's going on over there, but I know that the man there, Bro goes crazy still. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. He goes crazy. He has a different style, cadence. Now I don't know pop. Even people say the pop smoke shit. I don't really see it. I just see like
it's just him. Because he has a dark,
he's him,
like
talented.
deep voice,
And even the way he writes, you said by his pen game, he pays attention.
Yeah.
So like he's one of those like when he gets going again, he's out of here, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like really young though.
Young.
Like he's like 22, 21 or something.
Like I've been at my center and shit. I used to like always be at my center when I was younger in the Boys and Girls Club in the hood and shit. Everybody knows that place. There's hoop over there. So all these kids I used to see like growing up there. Like, you know, like all these kids grew up around me type shit. You know what I'm saying? They're grown now, but like, you know, these kids I used to see, Velos, the Pacos, all these guys, you know, come to my center type shit. You know what I'm saying? I see them. We used to hoop and shit over there.
Yeah.
And the niggas are all like household names now, you know? So you have to just give them their flowers because them kids work fucking hard to get to where they're supposed to be.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
Did you know Paco was gonna be nice?
Yeah, I could tell. It's crazy. My cousin did one of his first covers. My cousin Q185, you know, Q185, you know? 185 and shit. He's like, does covers for me.
Okay.
Covers and shit. Q185 and shit. Does all these covers for me and shit. And he did a cover for, like, he does a lot of covers for people in my neighborhood and shit. But like this one for Paco, and I remember hearing one of his first shits, and like I'm like, yo, bro, been hard, fam. Like he has one of those, like it's just he has sauce. That kid's super saucy.
He's
like,
melodic.
He hears his shit and he just bounces with it. I have to give him his flowers, you know.
Yeah,
like,
one thing about him I noticed is like for that style, you're gonna know that some songs suck, right? So you have to have a lot of confidence, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm listening to his shit and I'm like, yo, this song's hard, hard. And then every now and then there's one that doesn't hit, right? But like you have to be like that to be different.
To be different.
Like, you know,
you have to understand. You have to like kind of like you're experimenting with this shit. Like
for sure.
Like, I wasn't going into the booth at first going to how I'm going in now. Like I was legit experimenting. I remember I sent bro a song. Like, if I how this sounds, like, what the fuck? It's different, you know? It's getting better, like, you know? It's not what I'm doing when I was doing when I first started, but I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing now, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it takes time to, like, settle in and be like, even when I was, like, starting my shit, my blog and shooting videos, I was like, yo, I don't know if this is, like...
Hell yeah.
And then over time, you're like, yo, this is my identity, bro. Like, I have to just keep going. Even, like, when something fucked up happens, you have to just keep pushing through and, like, you know? And that's what really separates the people that succeed and don't. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because there's a lot of fucking guys... Bro, you know how many artists I've worked with where... We lock in, we do 6 videos together, and next thing you know, they're like, yo, bro, I'm only doing like 4K a video, bro. I'm gonna quit.
Doesn't make no sense. You don't love that shit, bro.
I'm like, bro, we've been shooting for 8 months. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like,
no
you
quitting, think you're gonna blow
overnight? Is the end. Like, all the way we quit is if we die, fam. So, like, if this is how we go out, like, that's the only way we stop.
But if you die, you blow.
It's crazy, fam. It's fucked up. That probably be...
I'm sorry, but that's fucked up.
But it's fucked up, but he's right, yo. You know, everybody loves the story, right? So, like, that'd be fucked. At the same time...
That's why I was like, in my head, I'm like, yo, if I die doing this, I'm gonna be a legend.
Yeah,
so.
it's really crazy. You just want to legit smell your flowers. That's the thing about it. Let me smell a little bit while I'm here, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I know. You want to see everything happen the way you want to happen.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So when you saw Drake fucking with you guys, like
the hood and shit?
Yeah. What do you think?
It was hard. Honestly, I was like, yo, fuck. Like, we gotta make something crazy. Like, that's all it was. It's like, yo, fuck. We have something crazy. So it's like, seeing them rock with us, we're like, oh, okay, if Drizzy's rocking with us, like, type shit, like, you can do whatever. You're hooping, you're fucking making music, whatever you're doing, like,
you'll support it.
You'll support it, you know? It's like, all this OVO bounce and stuff for the shit got going on, DT during Caribbean the weekend they used to have back in the day. I was hooping at the time, like, yo, fuck. Like, I know the hood knows me, so, like, if I'm hooping, I'm doing whatever I'm doing, I'm cooking, the niggas will look at me like they already done know, you know? So now I'm doing music, and I've been doing music before, but now, like, it's like, yo, like, they know, like, there's something special over here. You just gotta keep pushing, right? So I feel like when Drizzy, like, you know, like, him seeing a rocker with us, like, it's just an opportunity. It's like, yo, I can reach out, like, yo, when it's time, he knows it's time. We'll be ready when it's time, you know?
It must be nice knowing that he has eyes on your people and everything.
Yeah, 100%.
That's going on,
it feels good. Like, I feel like he has eyes over the whole city, but, like, I feel like even having that little bridge with, like, rocking with all the mandem and all that, like, you being so close and knowing a couple of them, it's like, yo, fuck. I know these guys. You guys are like, oh, the heads that grew up with me, play ball with me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all I gotta do is just be consistent. If you're not consistent, they ain't gonna push nothing, you know?
I was gonna say, think about how much of an advantage it is having Drake, the biggest rap artist in the world, from our city. We could be from, like, Ohio, and our biggest artist is Trippie Redd or something. Not saying that he's not sick, because he is. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, we have the biggest guy in the world that could put on anybody, you know? And, like, he's fucking with your
neighborhood, you know what I'm saying?
Neighborhood,
it's hard because I know it's organic, right? All these guys rock with, you guys grew up with each other. Like, they started, like, a whole, like, household name, you know? And it's just beautiful to see because these guys are from the same building, same complexes that we're from, you know? So, like, seeing it like that, it's like, okay, like, it's possible. Like, if they're from the same... They grew up around the same struggles that we grew up in different trials and tribulations. Like, we can do the same shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Real shit.
What do you think Drake's best album is?
Best album. Ooh, man. All the best is hard for me, fam. I'm not going to be like, this is his best. But, like, my favorite album was Nothing Was the Same because of the time. Like, for me, my favorite, like, Nothing Was the Same.
That was my favorite.
Yeah, just because of the time, like, what I was doing and what I was going through. A couple songs, like, Too Much, Wu-Tang Forever, like, them shits were, like,
you're 95, right?
95, baby.
95,
still.
okay, yeah. So I'm into 92.
92, okay, okay.
So when Nothing Was the Same came out, I was like 20. And I was going to college. Okay. So, like, every day I'm coming home on the bus, listening to it.
It's a different time, though,
My mom and dad are fighting, I'm listening to it.
Through it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, like, my whole brain, there's, like, a...
Whole different...
my whole life is, like, shaped like that. It's a couple months, you know? Like, I remember, too, it came out in September.
Yeah.
And I remember from, like, that September to November time, like, it was, like, in my brain. Like, it's like a time.
Certain albums, you remember exactly.
I remember, fam.
Yeah, man.
Remember, fam, taking the fucking... Trust me, fam. Taking the transit to where I was going to school and shit, and bumping Nothing Was the Same, Too Much type shit. Like,
September 2013.
Broski, I'm in there, like, this nigga speaking to me, bro. Like, yo, Broski, how you rapping, bro? You're rapping to me, Broski. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's certain bars and shit. It's like, yeah, that's that. That's that. Whatever he's going through, the man and feel that, you know? That's why niggas from the ends can really rock with Drizzy, because the man and feel what, you know, the pain that he's going through in the music type shit, right? So, yeah.
Even a guy like me who's like a fucking white kid from Durham, when I hear Drake He kind of gives you everything you want to hear.
Real shit.
But then he started like shouting out things from Toronto. And driving down Kennedy Road and this and that. And as like a fucking, as a Canadian guy, you can't help but be like, yo, this is dope. You know what I mean? Like, especially like the biggest fucking artist who's doing, at the time too, he was doing big songs with like fucking Rick Ross and all that shit. So he wasn't the GOAT yet. You know what I mean? Like he was there. Everybody knew he was like really sick. You know what I mean? But at the time, he was still doing shit that we were like, yo, bro.
Trust me, like him, even just the way that he like, changed the game melodically, and like, just like you could do the singing and the rap and shit, not look weird with it, So like him doing that and bringing that sauce, it gave that like that dark type of sound to Toronto type shit. So like that's how the the PNDs and everybody else started getting growing from him and The Weeknd, kind of pushing that dark sound.
For sure.
And like, and like guys like even me could like kind of prosper with that melodic shit if it wasn't for him,
Yeah, it's funny. When I was in high school, I smoked a blunt with The Weeknd. I didn't even know it was The Weeknd.
That's crazy. Come on.
Because like, I went to Pine Ridge at school in Pickering.
Yeah.
And there was this guy that went to the school named Devon, and he started working with like the Prime Boys after.
Prime Boys,
but he was really tight with The Weeknd before The Weeknd was big.
Yeah.
And he brought him to like, we had this spot in the forest that we like smoked weed at. And he brought him there and like smoked weed and like bought some weed off like a guy. And that was like a spot like at lunch, so we went and like, burned and shit, and then went back to class, right?
Yeah.
And this is like 2010, I want to say, right before House of Balloons came out. And he was super weird. And I remember this day too, because I was like, who the fuck are these weird guys? Because we always had our crew that we'd play. We'd smoke weed and then play hockey sack after, bro. You know what I mean? And then these fucking 4 fucking dudes came down and we're like, yo, who the fuck are these guys, bro? And then it was The Weeknd. So as shit started to unfold and he started to blow up in the city, I was like, yo, that was the guy that was smoking with us that day. I was like, and he didn't say a word, bro. It was so weird. But yo, the weirdest thing is the guy who brought him down, I'm pretty sure, he like, The Weeknd like ditched him and he ended up like working with, I felt bad for him, bro. I was like, yo, like this guy was supposed to be like how Drake has like chubs and shit. That was how he was supposed to be with The Weeknd, So I was like, 100%. Fuck, bro. But yeah, it was a really weird fucking story,
right? But you never know from you run into. That's why this, your first impression is everything, right? So like, you gotta realize, like, how you show out when you like meet somebody, because you never know, that person could be like the biggest guy you ever meet, right? So
oh no, definitely. There's so many artists, bro, that I started shooting with like back in the day, and then over the years they ended up blowing up and shit. I'm like, yo, like like,
come on, bro, that's going on. Like, trust me, like it's all about building like foundation and structure and culture, right? So
definitely.
Building with somebody, like, yo, I'm trying to build with you, like, and then that's how you just keep shit rolling, right?
That's why I try to like, I treat everybody the same, bro. Because like, even like if you're nobody and you do 500 views, bro, I don't want to be that guy that treats you like shit. And then a year down the road when they blow up and they do the right thing, I'm like, yo, bro, respect. They're like, yo, bro, remember when you were a fucking dick, bro? And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's me. I gotta live with that now. That's how I don't want to be that, right?
You know a couple of those, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just tell everybody, like, when we go up, how we're supposed to go up. Like, no, honestly, like, no feelings lost. Like, like, I might not still rock with you, but at the same time, like, it's still love, but I'm going up, like, like, definitely. And I still love it. I needed that. I need you to turn your back on me. So when you turn your back on me, it turned me into what I'm supposed to be, So,
yeah, I know, for sure, bro.
Type shit. Yeah. So I just let shit be. I look at it like, honestly, people are not going to believe until it works, right? So, like, y'all make it work. Because, like, they don't believe nothing until, like, somebody else co-signs it on some weird shit over here still. So, I'm like, might as well just, get it popping. And then, wow, they believe it. And then the people around you, just show them the love, and everybody else, it's fugazi, right?
I feel like your music speaks for itself, though.
Yeah,
like, when I listen to Ibiza with You Would Wave.
Yeah, hard.
Bro. Like, my friend, one of my good friends, he moved to Calgary.
Okay.
And he hit me up one day, and he's like, yo, do you listen to Wave Montega?
That's my dog. Like,
and then, like, the next day I shot with you.
And
then you mentioned him to me, right?
Come on.
So I had to message him back and be like, yo, bro, like, I shot with, like, his boy, whatever, like, he's a big fan, right?
This guy, Broski's a legendary fam. Like, he has a work ethic and a thought process that's really behind this. It's bigger than people even know when he drops his stuff. He edits his own videos. Like, he keeps that shit in-house. And, like, he's the one that motivated me. Every day he's sending me shit. Yo, bro, you have to post, broski. Post this. And I'm going to be like, fuck, bro, I'm trying to hear that right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, post, bro. Record, fam. You're not working on your shit. You're not singing. You're not working on your vocals, fam. You have to be singing, fam. Like, even he brought me out to the Drake Hotel and shit. He dropped me to the Drake Hotel and shit. He brought me out to that the concert he had of her rap season and shit.
Yeah.
So they had that big shit for rap season and Manifesto. So we went over there. We showed out, and then my broski B-Rob, he headlined it. Like he's a new big artist in the city too.
Yeah, no. Me and B-Rob were in the XXL freshman
super talented
magazine
like,
together.
And I was just, we all, that's crazy, fam, because we're all like, that's my blood brother too. Like, you know, we all grew up together. So like him and Wave is just like a motivating ass nigga. Like he keeps the man going. Like he's just trying to like, yo, fam, keep recording, keep going. Like nothing on no stoop. We're all from this crazy shit, right? But we just try to just do better. Like we don't care about nothing's going on. We just want to make music, you know? That's all that matters.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because Bees is like one of my favorite songs.
Fam. We did that shit. Like, it's crazy. Even how that song even came about was crazy. I was chilling, came to his crib, like, yo, fam, I'm trying to make some saucy shit, brisky. Like, just put on something. And I sang that melody twice to him. He's like, yo, fam, sing that melody one more time. I sang it, and we just recorded it. We left that shit for like a couple months. And then you put him like, yo, fam, we should do a video to this. Man, let me take control of the video. He's like, all right. So we shot with Jewel's Leo. Real nigga, too. Like, you know, rock with Jewel's store. And then shot that shit and just came out how it was, and then it was streaming. Like I remember the day I'm working out in the gym and shit. I'm like, damn, this shit's going up. Like it was like I think it hit like probably like 40K streams. So you know, that was an accomplishment for us, you know. So I'm like, oh wow, like this shit's actually people actually rock with this shit heavy, and we could do that a billion times. Me and Wave, that shit's organic. Still.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
We could sit in there.
You guys have a bunch of songs.
Together. We have a lot of songs even doing good. Like every time we get into the booth together, like shit's organic still. It's not forced, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just fuck. We just got Broski's. He's a legend in the making. He just did something with that dude McFly. Like I think he did a podcast today.
Oh, okay, sick.
Extra gravy shit. So he's pushing. You know, everybody's trying to do this shit from every end, every place. Like
amazing.
I can't even get I just hope everybody wins.
Bro, I encourage guys to do more of this shit.
Real
like don't just be that guy that's just shooting music videos, being a fucking demon. Man. Like, go outside and show some funny,
bro. Like, fuck,
try some shit,
Come on, fam. Like, this demon shit don't do nothing. Like, I'm not saying nothing. I ain't nobody, but I'm like, fam, I grew up around this shit wholeheartedly. I've known demons, seen demons, bro, like, fam. I'm really from this, like, wholeheartedly. So, that shit don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this shit change you. Like, it will change you, but don't let it, like, change your whole, like, perspective on this shit. Because this shit's still beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. So what can we expect from you coming up? Obviously like you seem like you're like locked in, and we're gonna like me and you are like locked in.
Come on, bro. You know me, you got lots. Got some stuff coming. From before the end of February and shit. I'm gonna drop a couple of little saucy stuff, and I'm just gonna like flood. Like I got a vault loaded. I'm just a couple songs going. I'm just gonna keep shooting and keep going, and I just kind of push like that something's different over here. Like I feel like I'm an artist. So like I feel like I'm not just a rapper. I'm an artist. So I'll be able to like. I feel like this. We talk of this time, end of this year. I'm somewhere big on a Rolling Loud stage, and somewhere big on So that's my mentality is like, yo, I'm a household name. So I'm gonna treat it like I'm a household name, And then me and my brother, we are going. I just want everybody to know this little entity that we got going on, and we're just gonna keep shit going over here from build this 185 brand, and just push it for the hood, right? So that's all it is.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah, I fuck with you guys. The music's really good, bro.
Love, broski. I appreciate that, fam. And appreciate you rocking with the man them because you don't have to, but we got some craze over here, fam. Real shit. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't have to do anything, bro. I can just chill at home and do
chill out. Come on, fam. It's love, fam.
No, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, bro. You guys are sick.
Come on, fam.
Thanks.
Yeah. Love, fam.
Just got that there.